Hello, my love. So this is actually part two of my Amazon lifestyle fails. If you have not yet seen part one, make sure that you go and check that one out. This one starts kind of abrupt because it was going to be 30 minutes long if I had not split it up. So make sure that you check out part one and that you check out part two for a complete list of all my lifestyle fails. Now let's hop right back into the video. So speaking of storage, let's talk about my pet owners. If you have a pet, you need some food storage organization. So what I bought for Louie was the Iris airtight pet food container, specifically the 50-pound clear container with the black lid. While I lived in New York, this was an excellent purchase. I got many uses out of it, okay? You can store many items inside of this. It's just a tote that has wheels on the bottom, has casters, so you're able to roll it around everywhere. It sits up off of the ground, so there's nothing really getting under there and sticking there, which is exactly what I wanted, right? And I did get a lot of uses out of it until I moved to Florida, and this is where it became a fail. So while I was in New York, I didn't really have an ant problem, an insect problem. There were roaches in New York. I mean, it's New York, there's roaches. But I didn't have a problem with storing the food or keeping the food fresh. When I moved to Florida, the food became covered in one, ants, two, maggots, okay? And that's because while it claims to be an airtight food container, food storage container, it is not airtight, okay? It has a seal, it has a rubber gasket, but that rubber gasket is not airtight. Don't let the title fool you of this product. Don't let the description fool you of this product. It very much depends on what your circumstances are. So when I moved to Florida, the climate was different, the pests were different, and it no longer worked for me. Number one, it got the ants because ants are rampant, okay, in Florida. At least in my area, they are. And on this particular occasion, we actually had ants coming into the house and they were getting under the gasket for the food. So they were climbing in, they were smelling the food, they were coming back out and telling all their little ant friends inside of the chain of command that they had food, and all his food was covered inside of with ants. And for a while, I didn't catch it because I had thought that this was a good product, that this was airtight, because in New York, I didn't encounter any of these issues. So I didn't realize it until Louis stopped eating his food. And he would really just eat out of desperation, and I wasn't catching it, and I'm like, why is he not eating this food? Until I looked inside and I saw that there were ants inside of the food, so his nose was getting bitten every time that he would try to eat his food, so put his face into the food. Maggots came about because the food was no longer staying as fresh inside of the container itself. So to be honest, I have no idea where the maggots came from. What I do know is that one day we went to go and scoop some food out and I saw something move, and when I moved one of the pellets of food, there were maggots underneath. And I don't mean one maggot, I mean the entire container from top to bottom was crawling with maggots. If you knew my distaste for flies and maggots and roaches and all of those pests, you would understand the scream that came from my mouth. And then the guilt that I had been serving my dog this food and he had been eating it simply because he had to eat it. Please save your pets from the disaster that is this lid, okay? If you live in a high humidity area, if you live in an area where there are a lot of pests or what you would consider to be a lot of pests, really think about purchasing this product. It's not airtight, no matter what the reviews say, no matter what the product description says, it is not airtight. Please take my word for it. Please consider your options. There are better options in there. Again, I will link it below. I'll also link below the one that I did end up buying for him that has been an excellent product for me. It was more money of an investment, but this is a product that I really feel like I'll buy once and then I'll be able to keep using it over and over again. The quality is superb. I have not had any issues with ants, maggots, any type of insects, and the food has been staying fresh. And I know it's been staying fresh because it smells fresh. It doesn't smell stale or just like dry food. So I'll link everything below. Again, I've said it twice, I've said it many times. Make sure that you click down there. There's always tons of links and information and more places where you can find me. So getting into some home stuff now. I purchased this product and used it a total of 1 time. I exaggerate you not, I kid you not. If I had witnesses to bring in, I would bring them in 1 time. And that is the Pure Elite Steam Powerful 7-in-1 Closed Garment Fabric Steamer. Removes wrinkles, steams, softens, cleanses, sanitizes, sterilizes with an aluminum element. This garment steamer worked well 1 time. And if you don't know what a garment steamer is, it produces steam, right? You put water in, it produces steam, and it gets all the wrinkles out of your fabrics. And I was using this on a shirt. It was a silk shirt and it worked beautifully. And it produced the steam, it was quick, it was little, it was easy to use, it wasn't bulky, and it was great. I went to use it again on a pair of pants. And this was the next day. So the steamer had sufficiently cooled down. I had replaced the water. Everything was brand spanking new, ready to go. When I tell you that this produced steaming, burning, boiling droplets of water that were squirting everywhere to the point where I just put it down and walked away from it because I didn't want to get burned. I kid you not, that's exactly what happened. This thing was just spurting water everywhere, and it was hot, boiling, steaming water. It produces steam. It was hot as hell, and I was not about to get burned off of this little steamer. So I just put it down in a corner where it wouldn't burn anything and where it could just do its thing until it ran out, disconnected it from the wall, and I let it just cool the hell down because I was not about to get burned. I wasn't gonna burn anything else, and I wasn't gonna ruin my pants on this. Honestly, if I had had a kid with me and the kid was next to me, the kid would have gotten burned because it was just spurting everywhere. It was spurting water everywhere, hot, boiling water. So that within itself was enough for me to return it on the very first chance I got after that. I am currently looking for another steamer because I needed to steam out the curtains in our new house. And they're already put up. I just need to steam out all the wrinkles. But you guys, it will not be this Pure Elite one. When I was doing research for this video, I saw that they have now an updated version of it. So maybe they got complaints. I don't know what happened, but that specific model that I bought was just trash. Please be very, very careful when you are using products that have hot water, steam, heat, any type of heat. I don't want you to get burned. I don't want you to be in any type of harm's way, and make sure that you are safe when you are using these things. I don't have curly hair right now, but if you've seen any of my other videos, I have curly hair. For the most part, 99% of the time, I have my hair curly just because that's what's easiest for me. I have a message to all of my curly girls, curly guys, anyone with hair. Anyone with hair can hear this message, but if you lose a lot of hair when you shower and you are detangling your hair inside of the shower, if you're combing your hair out inside of the shower, you need to use a hair catcher. I bought this because it has so many positive reviews on Amazon that I didn't think to read the description. I didn't think to actually read any of the reviews beyond, this is great, purchase this product. And what this is the Sink Shroom. So the Sink Shroom is a hair catcher that will catch all of your hair before it goes into your drain, and then your drain ends up not getting clogged or not getting as clogged as it would over time. As if you read the reviews, it's an amazing product. A lot of people have a lot of good reviews on it. It does catch hair. It does do its job. But what most of the reviews fail to mention is that you need to check that your drain has a cross where it can hold the tub shroom up above your line of the shower. Okay, if you don't have that, your sink shroom is gonna fall into the drain and it won't be doing its job properly. And that's what happened for me. So when I bought this product, I was living in New York and I was renting, and the tub did not have those additional supports inside of the drain. So my tub shroom just ended up acting as a drain cover because it would fall in and then my tub would get full of water and the hairs weren't catching, because then I had to reach in, pull it out, and all the hairs would go as the water fell back into the drain. So while this is a good product, it was a fail for me simply because I didn't have the specifications that this requires for it to work. And I'm putting it into this video because it will be a fail for you too if you don't check that your drain can actually support this. I have since found 2 other options that work absolutely fabulously if you do have a drain that can't support the sink shroom. Amazing products. I use them to this day. I will include one of them in my upcoming spa night routine video, so make sure that you're staying tuned for that because I will be giving more product recommendations. I'll show you exactly how I use each and every one of them, and I hope it inspires you to have some rest and relaxation. If you like having a mirror with you at all times, or just having a mirror with you in your pocketbook, in your backpack, just a mirror, a pocket mirror, please don't buy this one. Please do not buy the Jerry Box double-sided mirror, compact mirror with 5 times magnification pocket size for travel. This product comes in super cute packaging, okay? And the packaging got me. I said, oh, look, this is so cute. 5 times magnification, comes in this really cute packaging. This is a good product. Let me pay $8 for it, okay? When I tell you that this fell apart, it fell apart. Okay, the hinges, they fell apart, and the 2 sides of the mirrors came apart from each other. I ended up losing one of the halves. I don't know where they are, and it was the magnified half. So of course I would lose the half that you need the most, right? The magnified one. It just wasn't worth the $7. I got suckered in by the cute packaging. There are many more options that you can buy. You can find a compact travel mirror anywhere, you guys. This is one that was a fail just because it did fall apart on me. The hinges did not support the constant opening and closing, opening and closing. I didn't even have it for that long. And I just remember that it fell apart and I said, wow, this is complete trash. And you guys, we have made it to the last product. If you are still here with me, thank you so much for watching. I want you to know that I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you like this video so far, make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that I know to keep making more like these. That's what helps me know what I should keep making on this channel. And the last product that we're going to talk about today is the Omotan desktop cell phone tablet stand. And this is one that you guys, I actually hesitated whether to put this one in here or not, because while it is a fail and I regret getting it, it was because of me, okay? I'm gonna put this one completely on me, but it's something that I want you to know that it was a fail in case you're like me, you say, oh, this looks so great, and you get trigger happy when it comes to Amazon. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the Omotan desktop stand, and it has the 2 openings here so that you can put your charger, and then you can put your USB, whatever it is that you're gonna hook up to your phone under here, and your cell phone would sit here. And you can have your cell phone standing upright. It has a rubber base here to just keep your phone secure so it's not slipping and sliding, or you can lay it this way. So you can lay your phone this way or you can lay it this way. The quality of this is very good. This is metal. I don't know if you can hear it, but this is metal and it's very sturdy. The pink is super cute, right? They have, I believe, 2 other finishes. But I chose the rose gold one. This is kind of like a soft champagne-y pink. It's not really rose gold, but the feet here also have the rubber just to keep your phone in place. So while this is an excellent product and the quality is great, it arrived great, there's nothing wrong with this except for the fact that, as you can see, this is one solid piece, okay? There is no hinge, which means that you can't really raise this or lower it. It's in a fixed position. So if you need to angle your phone to any other side, like if you need to tilt it down, or if you need to tilt it up, or if you need to just move this in any way other than its fixed position, you can't. And that was really on me because I did not really read it thoroughly, the description of this product, before I purchased it. I just saw that I was looking for a rose gold or kind of a pinky gold desktop phone stand, and I didn't really look to see that this doesn't tilt. So this is just an FYI. Again, if you're like me, this product is good. It's great. I actually do enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with the product itself except for the fact that I did not see that it does not tilt, I don't know if they do have a version of this that does tilt. If they do, I will link it below because that's the one that you should get. You should always get something that gives you the option of tilting to your desired preference, whether it just be a 90-degree angle, whether it lets you do a full 180. You just want to be able to tilt it because sometimes there's glare. Sometimes you don't have the view that you want to from the position where you are at your desk or your tabletop or wherever you're putting it. You just want the flexibility of being able to rotate your phone, and with this you can't. So while it's good, it's more of my user error, buyer error, trigger happy error that I didn't see that this does not tilt. Other than that, it's an excellent phone stand. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, make sure that you give this video a like. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'm trying to make 2020 the year that we reach 1,000 subscribers. So again, help me out by subscribing below. Hit that notification bell because if you don't already know, every time I post an Amazon fails video, I also post an Amazon Best Buys video so that you can know what you should be buying, what worked for me. And as always, make sure that you click the show notes down below so that you can get all of the links with all of the most current updated prices and everything directly on Amazon. If you want to check any of these out, if you want to check any of my recommendations to replace these products with that being said, thank you so much for watching again. I'll catch you next time.